Hello everyone and welcome back to another Looma video. Today I am joined with my friend WhoCreatedUs. We have collaborated on a few projects together in the past. Really cool producer, check out his stuff, links in the description, as well as a link to my Patreon and my affiliate codes for anything you want to buy that is in this video. Acoustic panels, microphone, patch cables if you're into that type of stuff. Anyways, for today's video, what we have planned is flipping some samples that have been provided by you, the viewer. If you have joined my Discord, then you'll see that I requested some of my Discord friends over here to send in some samples. These are the samples that are going to be used in the video. So if maybe you want to show up in the next video at some point, make sure to jump in the Discord, drop a sample or two, and say hi, because I love talking to y'all. Let's get into the video. Let's start with creepy distorted ambiance. Give us a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Alleyway type beat.
Who's that?
Alleyway?
Hey. Oh.
Bruh.
I see what you're saying.
Alright, now we got the KRTR one shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick.
That is cool. Like a horn. Could use some stereo wideness, but it's sick. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like it's not wide enough. Yeah.
It's mono, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Chaotic 808.
Oh shit.
Ooh. That's crazy.
For real.
You could use that as a Reese for sure. That is a Reese.
For real, yeah.
Nasty 808.
Okay.
It's kind of similar to the chaotic.
It's the exact same 808, just without the effects.
Yeah, it probably has like a thermal on it or something. Cool. That can be our like clean 808 though, like that we can use for like melody.
The release on that is so cool.
Oh yeah, that would be so sick.
I might use that as a plug. Release sound.
All right. I will see you when we finish.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ah.
Okay, and with that, we are making a song.
Alright, what's poppin', y'all? So, I am WhoCreatedUs, the person working with Looma on this video. But there's 4 sounds, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, his, like, expertise in production, here's, like, mine. I can make some good shit, but, like, nothing like him, and he's, like, up here. But anyways, we're gonna get started on this. Basically, the vibe I'm going for, that is called Wave Trap. It's, like, really dark, slow BPM, 90 to, like, 110 beats per minute is, like, what my songs average. But with that being said, I'm just gonna start with the tempo at 100.
This sounds very dystopian. All these samples sound very, very dystopian. So I think we're gonna definitely go for like some type of like rhythmy, maybe dubstep type track. I think that would be really cool. But this sounds so sick. So what we can do is maybe we can drag this into some type of audio editor here. And then we highlight this area and then we click this and do set loop. And then we port it back into here as the entire audio file. We'll get this. And then if we drag it into here, you can see it changes into a MIDI instrument. And then that way we can play a note like this. Change these settings, we can do ping pong loop. So that means that when we use this pattern here, it'll loop between the 2 points. And this is really cool because then we can just have an infinite sound pretty much, which is really nice for a pad.
Okay, let's see here. If you listen to this, that stutter sounds cool as shit. So I might layer that with like a snare sound. Honestly, I don't really want much of the attack left on it. So I'm just gonna cut it here. And now we can play it on the piano. Thinking the key for this, definitely gonna be a minor. Still some reverb on this, and I might do some portal as well. Okay, that's a cool bass.
Next thing I want to work with is probably this one shot here. Bring this one shot into the editor as MIDI so we can mess with these settings here, see what we can do with it. And then I also wanted to make a Reese out of this 808. And I'm going to go into the audio editor once again, here to here. And then we go set loop, boom, drag this into our audio editor. Basically use this sound as MIDI. And the more we move these 2 points together, it creates kind of a waveform. So if we really zoom in on this right here, what we have now is a synth that we can use.
Speed that up maybe? Let's see. Okay, so the higher I go, the faster stuff plays, which is fine. there's something to be found here. Let's check out what ozone can do for us.
Alright, so now that we have our 808 and we have our ambiance, let's make a little pattern here. I think we need at least a melody to start. Let's do that. Let's add in this sound here. I like that right there. So let's just loop this. Okay, so we have our little loop here, but I want our pad to be in key, but the thing is it doesn't really have a key. What we can do is use a resonator. So what we can do is go to Fruity Resonator, and then we can MIDI inspect. So what that means is it looks at a MIDI track to kind of see what notes it should resonate. So if we go over to MIDI here, MIDI out, if we set the port to 0, what it is by default, it will basically send its information to anything with the receiving port of 0. And lucky for us, our resonator uses port 0. So what we can do is choose notes that we want to resonate. So since we're in, I think, A sharp minor, then we can resonate the A sharp, D sharp, and we can resonate the F sharp. And there we go. Now we have our resonant frequencies.
And then the best drum pack ever made, Wave God Drum Pack by Osiris. I literally use like this pack on every single one of my songs. It's like the only drums I use. And you might be like, oh, that sounds too repetitive. Nah, you can die if you have that opinion. This is, I'm gonna be honest, I'm struggling. This is fucking difficult. I just spent like 20 minutes trying to like figure out a lead. I thought I found a sound. It sounded kind of like a, you know, like the dial tone on like an old phone, how that sounds? It sounded like that. It just didn't sound good. You know, I went more of like a triplet dun dun dun. Luckily, fucking luckily, I found like the chord shit. What I have in my head right now, idea-wise, I'll throw down some drums, some 808s, get the drop going. I'll figure it out.
And then if we go in here and we change the length, and then we pitch it up a lot. Alright, I added this hi-hat loop in. Okay, this chaotic 808 has so many sounds in it. Do a couple effect chains and see what sounds good, and maybe we'll sample stuff from it. If we pitch this up like 12 semitones. And I want something that goes dardle.
Okay, so I finally have some drums structured. This is what I have right now. I do need to throw some of the high end out of the kicks. It's kind of a little bit too high, some of the frequencies, but I'll deal with that later. I'm gonna get working on the 808s with the 808s that we have. I'm just gonna assume they're in the key of C. Okay. Ding. Okay, a high note would go fire there. This 808, it's distorted, but somehow it's still quiet. So I'm gonna throw some more distortion on it. Gotta throw Camel Crusher on it. 808s are just not what I'm used to. Those 808s will work, it's fine. And I'm gonna duplicate this and add some hi-hats.
And we also need to sidechain, because sidechaining is definitely needed when making dubstep. Yo, this sounds fucking dope. And maybe we can make this a little bit different so it goes doo-doo. And then what we can do more to add more flow to it is just do the reverse reverb trick. I do in like every single one of my songs. Like it's just one of those things that just works for every song. I don't think there's a song where it's like, this could not use more flow. So but use sparingly. It's a subconscious thing, right? Don't want to have the listener notice it. At this point, I'm kind of just making the transitional elements. Like, I think we have the fundamentals of the drop done as well as the rest of the song. Maybe I'll do an outro, but we'll see. Hello, it is Looma from the future, and I'm just letting you know that this next part of the video is us reacting to our creations. So why don't we check out what we made? What were some hard parts and what came easy to you?
The hardest part was making like a melody. Somehow I found the synth like chords to use in like 2 minutes. I tried the first sample through Portal on it and it worked like amazing. So I was like, okay. And then I messed around with like the 808 for like a while. There was like 3 or 4 ideas that I spent like in total like 40 minutes on that I just had to delete because it didn't sound good.
Yeah.
So I was struggling, and then I finally like worked it out and was like, hell yeah, this is good. But the hardest part was like making a melody. 2 808s, a riser, and like a horn.
Yeah, I think probably the hardest part for me was probably like getting everything in key, because ambiance thing, it like didn't have any like tonality to it, so I ended up using a resonator.
3, 2, 1, play. Bro, it's like I just heard this.
Whoa, that's crazy.
So what sample did you use for this?
So the pluck, I think, is like a mix of the 808s and then the one shot. And then the bass is just a waveform taken from one of the 808s, I think, and then just like replicated. And then the ambient texture just has like a resonator that's playing a chord.
Dude, the percussion is crazy.
Yeah, I spent some time on the hi-hats and shit. I usually don't do too much with hi-hats. But
yeah, hi-hats go wild. I love hi-hats. Oh! What the fuck, bro? What? How the fuck did you make that sound? Like, wah, wah. Ooh, that's cool. Oh! Yours is definitely a lot more like cohesive than mine.
So all the growls and stuff is like the same 808, just with like different filter movements and stuff. So it's like,
nah,
lots of effects.
I would not have been able to fucking figure that shit out.
Yo,
that was too fucking clean. Like, I'm scared.
Dude, I'm sure.
The only thing I'm scared for mine is like just the mixing in general. That's really it.
Bro, I'm not gonna hold you accountable for any mixing when we like literally did this in less than a day. Okay.
Okay.
I like this sound. I like that sound. It's like horns.
Yeah.
Damn. Bro got that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
No.
Goes crazy on the 808s.
Yeah.
You popped off, bro. Popped off.
It ain't done yet.
Is the second drop?
Yeah.
Yo. Ooh. Is that grains? Some grains? Ooh! What? Bro, this is fucking crazy. The whole song is a riser. Damn. Actually releasable. Is that like a portal that you used on some chords or something?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My favorite part was like the second 808.
Did you like pitch shift it to make it like constantly go up?
I did a serum riser just constantly. And then I'd put thermal on an 808. And then the 808 just kept going up in notes. You could probably tell from the MIDI.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's sick. We put in some work, bro.
For real. And that was like hella different from my normal shit.
As always, I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed. This was a lot of work to edit. I put about 6 hours of footage onto my computer for this. So it took quite a bit of work. So I'd really appreciate even just a like or maybe a subscription if you're feeling generous. As always, I hope you learned something and I will see you in the next video.